Hey Mike and Jeff, this is Frank from Max Digital, and I wanted to shoot you over this quick video with some specific things that you guys can do in-house to help bring in more business by better utilizing both your website and your Google Business profile. So I see you guys are servicing the Jacksonville area, so I did a search for plumber in Jacksonville, Florida, and this is the search results page that comes up. And since 90% of the people never click past this first page, if you want to grow in the Jacksonville area, you're going to want to take up as much real estate on this page as possible. So aside from paying Google a bunch of advertising dollars to get into this top section, which I'm not saying is a bad thing, but if you didn't want to do that and you wanted to focus on just building up your own site, there's two other areas of the page I want to talk about. So the first is the Google Map Pack, and that's this section here, which lists 3 to 4 businesses. And only 3 to 4 businesses. And so for you to get into this section here, you need to have a strong Google Business profile. So there's a few things that you can do to increase the strength of your profile. One is to make sure that you filled out all the information that Google is requesting. You also want to make sure that you are responding to customer reviews on a timely basis, as well as uploading new photos to the site, preferably weekly, or ideally anyway, for it to really boost your ranking in this section here. And then the second thing you want to do is you want to have your business listed in as many online directories as possible, or at least more than your competitors here do. There's thousands of online directories such as Yelp.com, Angie's List, Nextdoor.com, and so forth, just to name a few. Many of them are free to join. It just takes some time to go out and enter your business information onto those sites. You just need to list out your business name, phone number, and address, and have it be consistent all throughout the web and match up with what you have listed as for those in your Google Business profile. So that is how you get into the map pack. The third section here is known as the organic listing, and once you get past a couple of these directory sites like Angie's and Yelp, you start seeing actual individual business websites listed here. So the first ranking or highest ranking plumbing website in the Jacksonville area is Darley's Plumbing. And so to be ranked high in this section is all based on the strength of your content and your backlinks profile. And so we're going to talk about both in this video and compare you to Darley's Plumbing. Okay, so like I said, your site is here. I looked at it. It looks good with the pictures and everything. You got a decent amount of content here. One thing about Google is that they want 1,500 to 2,000 words on your home page for you to really be considered an authoritative site. I think you actually have more than Darley's has on their site, but you are a little bit below that threshold, so you could boost your ranking a little bit just by getting more words on this home page. The second thing about content that I wanted to mention which is vitally important if you want to show up in these searches, is to have your content be very dense in what's known as local buyer intent keywords. Keywords are the phrases that you want your business to show up for when they're searched by internet users. And so since you're a service provider, you're going to want what's known as local buyer intent keywords, which means that your keyword phrases that you have embedded into your content reference both your location and the service you provide. So I use a tool called Ahrefs here to look at the analytics of different websites. So here's your website, and I can see that you're currently ranking for 356 keywords. And when I click into them, I can see exactly which keyword phrases you're ranking for. And so, So you can see here, it lists all the keywords. And so like this one here is a local buyer intent keyword because it references the type of service you're providing, septic tank, as well as the location. And so you can see that for that particular search, you're ranking 7th. So you're on the first page of Google for that particular keyword. Now you can see here there's 150 searches per month for that particular phrase. Then when I scroll down, I see you rank for emergency plumber and emergency plumbing in Jacksonville, septic tanks in Jacksonville, 24-hour plumber in Jacksonville. You can see there's a decent amount of searches on these phrases, but they're not the home run one where you're going to see 500 or more searches or whatever. So like here's one, drain connection, Jacksonville, Florida. You're ranking 19th for that. So the further I scroll down, the further your ranking position goes down. So I like to focus on the top section here because here's where your highest ranking keyword phrases are. So let's compare that to Darley's website here. They're ranking for 246 keywords, and if you look at their keyword phrases, the reason why that they're ranking so high, or one of the reasons they're ranking so high, is because their number one most dense keyword phrase that they're ranking for is Plumber in Jacksonville, which has 900 searches per month, so they're ranking fourth. This is a little bit not necessarily always completely up to date because it's not Google itself, it's just a tool, so the timing can be off a little bit. But you can see they're ranking in the top section there. And they have Jacksonville, or Plumbers Jacksonville, Florida, and then Jacksonville Plumbers again. So you can see 1,000 searches per month, 350 searches per month. So that's a lot of searches that by them being in the top 5, they're getting, at least some good percentage of. So increasing the amount of content you have, as well as making sure that that content is dense in these local buyer intent keywords, is going to significantly help your ranking. The second thing I wanted to talk about was the backlinks profile. So backlinks are just links from one website back to your website, and they are basically providing legitimacy in Google's eyes of your website because they act as kind of an endorsement of your website. So you want to, because Google is a popularity contest, you want to have more backlinks than your competitor has, and you also want to have higher quality backlinks than your competitor has. High quality backlinks are just links that are coming from other trusted sites for Google. So let's look at your competitors now. I'm sorry, that is your competitor. That's Darley's Plumbing. So they have 1,300 backlinks coming from 91 unique referring domains, and you guys have 1,200 backlinks coming from 490 unique referring domains. So you actually have more backlinks than they have. Quality-wise, you have a DR score of 24. Their DR score is 8, so you have a higher trust factor or trust score with Google than they do. So your backlink profile is actually stronger. So what's really, I think, holding you back is on the rankings is the fact that you don't have the local buyer intent keywords very densely populated inside your content. So I hope that was helpful. Looks like you could easily, you're going to get, just to recap here, so you're going to, if you can get into here by getting your business listed in more online directories than these guys and keeping your Google business profile updated, you're going to get 30 to 40% of the traffic is going to click on one of these businesses here. So that would be a significant amount of traffic. Same thing over here, you're going to get about 30% clicking on one of these first few businesses in the organic section. So that's a significant amount when you looked at what those search volumes were on some of those phrases. If you can only get 10% of that, which is probably a conservative estimate if you were kind of one of the leaders in these two different sections, that you just imagine what that would do to your revenue and your bottom line if you are looking to grow in this area. And so that's just the Plumber Jacksonville, Florida keyword phrase. You can do the same analysis on any other locations that you service or any other services that you provide. Hopefully this was helpful, and I'll leave my contact information if you have any questions in the email. Otherwise, you can feel free to use the strategies and implement them yourself. The only thing I ask for is just if you could get back to me, either respond to my email or give me a call and just let me know if you thought the information was helpful so that I can continue to provide valuable information to small businesses. Thanks for your help. Bye-bye.